Welcome to the show. My name is Tony KWALANDA. We told you, of course, we shall be bringing you interviews from, of course, across the country. Now, today we are based here at the Nyayo National Stadium Gymnasium where basketball happens. Of course, we have a very important person who has been very supportive, has been in the industry of basketball. He is a stakeholder in basketball, has coached me when I was in college. Those are like 15 years back ago. He's now vying for chairmanship in the Kenya Basketball Federation elections that will be coming soon. He has great ideas. Those ideas, you'll hear them in a bit. Of course, this production is coming to you courtesy of Roll and Tech Productions. Now, first of all, let me just start with what's happening. We are getting into, or we are already in the international break where teams, that's of course the international teams are participating in different tournaments. There is the UEFA Nations League, there is the World Cup qualifying, there is the CONCACAF. However, let me start with what's happening in South America. My very good friend Lionel Messi donated his private jet, his Gulfstream V something jet. That jet is about 2 billion Kenya shillings. The guy decided to give his Argentinian teammates that particular jet to use it for free. Yes, for free. Now, most of you know that Lionel Messi is someone with class. So his jet is custom made just for his family. Now, you'll see, of course, when you enter that particular jet, on the stairs, there's the name of the wife, Antonella. There's the name, of course, of Messi. Then there's the name of Mateo. There's the name of Thiago. And there's the name of Shiro. Those are the 3 children that belong to Lionel Messi. That jet, of course, takes about 16 passengers. Now, those seats can be converted into sleeping places. So it can take 8 king-size beds. So watu 16, wewe kama uko na mtoto wako na mama mnakaa tu kwa hiyo jet mkilala. So of course for that long journey all the way from Barcelona to South America, you know clearly well that Argentina should be taking on Bolivia and Ecuador. That's of course in the World Cup qualifying during this international break. So Lionel Messi, good job. That's of course a lesson to you. Saidianga watu, kama una pesa saidia, hiyo pesa utabeba uende nayo mbinguni. Now, some sad news, of course. Most of you know that Liverpool recently were clobbered very badly by Aston Villa. I'll ask my basketball coach here and a supporting team Mugani. But you can imagine Aston Villa beating 7-2 Liverpool. Now the problem, most Liverpool fans are coming out saying that, oh, Mane is not there, oh, Thiago is not there. Now, latest information that we have from Anfield is that my good friend Xherdan Shaqiri has also tested positive for COVID-19. Now that brings to 3 players in the Liverpool camp who have tested positive for COVID. Now you can imagine these players are testing positive, which means they've interacted with most of their teammates during training, during at home, and all those things. So I hope this will not be a serious situation or a crisis at Anfield. So they're saying that Liverpool walikuwa na shida sababu walikuwa na COVID. So things are thick, but we hope Thiago Alcantara will get well soon. Mane, of course, is completing the self-isolation. Xherdan Shaqiri needs like, of course, 10 days or 14 mandatory 10 days that is needed for them now to wind up what is happening with the COVID situation. Now, this is the time I want to bring in my very special guest, who is a very close friend to me. I remember back in the day, I used to be the assistant captain, I should call myself, at Daystate University, where Humphrey Mugendi used to coach me during the day when I was a very serious LeBron James. Ni height no nilikosa, but I was playing very well. So Humphrey Mugendi, of course, is contesting for chairmanship in the forthcoming Kenya Basketball Federation elections. Humphrey, it's a pleasure to see you. Karibu sana. Miaka 15, Humphrey Mugendi. 15 years and you still look the same. Kwani unakula nini?
Thank you very much, Tony, for this time. Basketball is okay. Sports is a good thing to be in.
Yes.
It keeps you young. Yeah. My daughter is 16 years old. That time I was in Daystate. She was less than an year.
Where?
She turned an year when I was still in Daystate.
Yes.
Now, if you see her, you'll think she's my younger sister.
I can imagine.
So
well
happy to be with you, Tony. And it's a pleasure seeing you guys. You doing the thing that you love, sports.
Yes.
Tony nilimtoa kwa rugby. I saw him and I saw the physique and I was like, this guy,
Okay.
What are you doing here? Come on, come. Unaruka sana, kuja huku. And he was a good addition to the team.
Thanks, man.
And I really appreciate Tony and whatever you're doing for sports.
No, asante, I appreciate. And I'm very happy that you are going for the chairmanship position in the Kenya Basketball Federation. Tuende tu kabisa, as in what will be your immediate thing? Of course, we are through COVID. COVID has really changed a lot of things, and it will change them for a very long time. Your immediate concern in basketball when you get into that very influential chairmanship position?
Right now, I need to work on 3 things. First of all, I need to have a vibrant league. I also need to have a vibrant players union and a vibrant referees union, because you cannot have a vibrant league without a vibrant players union, without a vibrant league referees association.
Yes.
Because all these interlock together.
Yes.
Currently, we have a league. It is not vibrant, and it's so sad that I understand in the region, our zone 5.
Yes.
A couple of years back, we had 4 of the 5 positions. Now we have 1. And the zone, they are ganging to kick us out. So we have a long way to go. We need to build our bridges back, like Baba is building bridges with Kenya. Yes. We need to build our bridges in the zone so that we can get back our position. And getting back our position is not bulldozing people, is making our league vibrant and letting people know that we are the big boys of the region.
Very true. And of course, currently we've seen comparing, we cannot compare ourselves to NBA, but look at the NBA. It's a well financially supported, it's very professional. What is lacking in our Kenyan context in terms of really making it professional, or even just close to professional?
Okay, my initial idea is I want to make our league semi-professional, whereby when you come and play a game of basketball over the weekend or during the week, you will make your own money. Yes. I'm thinking of having the normal league of, we have the Premier League, the D1 and D2 for men. So I'm thinking of starting a league that I want to, I have not come up with a name, but I want to build like franchise, whereby I want to build 8 franchise. I come to Tony and tell you, Tony, I have a franchise and this franchise will make you A, B, C, D. Can you buy this franchise? Get players from wherever you want. Do whatever you want with the players. And then from there, we'll have a league of 8 teams. Seeing how the 8 teams perform, we will add it up to a maximum of 6. I'm talking about like the league of like the one in the Euro League in Europe, whereby we have, and I want it to be played when our league is not in session. So that we can connect the league with our tourism. So we can rope in Ministry of Tourism and Magical Kenya so that they can bring in money.
Yes.
That is what the NBA is doing. Yes. Currently, if you've watched the NBA, it's good to watch the NBA, but they have so much commercial breaks. Not because they want, because people have paid for the commercial breaks. So we need to have such a thing whereby, let's say for example, Switch is the main sponsor. Now we have people coming in like, I want to have an official timeout of 30 seconds to run my advert. So that money comes to basketball. When it comes to basketball, that doesn't go to my pocket, goes to the players. So I'm trying to work in such an angle. Yes. So we want to make our league more vibrant and to make it our players appreciate whatever they do. People love basketball. People do so much for the basketball. Yeah. So it is sad that our federation could not do anything for the players, for the people that they elected them to office. These are their bosses, and they have not done anything for them. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lot. You could do as little as you can. I really appreciate people like, there is a guy called James Mavisi. He did a wonderful job. Yes. He reached out to people, and he had some shopping baskets for them. Yes. He sent them something, and it was very good. And there are other people who came in and they helped a few of the basketball, but as an office, it's sad that I mean, I'm a father. If I cannot provide for my family, then it defeats the effort of being a father. So our office, not in bad spirit, but they let us down.
Very true. Do you have any concerns that this current office might, this of course, with due respect to their response, we don't have that, but do you think they're stick in office? Do you think, have you had, what do you think? Because they look like they will not relinquish power, so to speak. Ni watu watakuamilia pale, regardless of the situation that have put the basketball in Kenya.
Okay, I have a lot of respect for everyone in that office.
Yes.
And I'm sure if I win as a chairman, I'm sure the current chair, Bonapolo Tula, will not have a problem handing over the power to me. So I don't think there is anyone who is going to, if they lose their position, that they will not hand over power. I don't think. Actually, you know, as the chair, as whatever position you hold in the federation, it's like a welfare. You're not paid. So I don't think anyone will want to stick there for their own interest.
Of course. And of course, as we wind up in 30 seconds, how can we commercialize this sport so at least players can get something? Because if you commercialize the sport, then of course your team will get sponsorship, your players will get something, money will trickle around, money will flow in basketball. But for now, money is still not flowing with the teams and sponsorship. What are we lacking? Because publicity-wise, you know how you struggle then to make it to the news segment in our stations. But in the US, you see people follow NBA. What are they doing different that we're not?
One thing that our biggest problem is when you put a fixture and say Team A is playing Team B at 4 o'clock. Tony has seen Team A is playing Team B, and Tony wants to cover that game. And then at the 11th hour, the game is changed. Then Tony comes and Tony is like, I thought the game was this. How comes it's this? So Tony even does not have time for the camera. He's pissed, he walks away.
Yeah.
So first of all, we need to have proper fixtures without changes. And the fixtures, the changes are not done by the fixture secretary. It's the team managers. The team managers need to own up to their teams. If you're told to play a team that you know will beat you, you just own up, play it. That is first thing. Second thing is our office, we need to be honest with ourselves. According to the Constitution, you're supposed to give audited accounts.
Yes.
And if I'm a sponsor and you don't give me an audited account, and I had signed a deal with you for 3 years, I'll just walk away after the first year. So we need to own up so that we can keep sponsors and invite more sponsors. Finally, we need to commercialize our sports. As I started, we need to create franchise. When you create franchise, you sell the franchise. Let that person run it whatever way they want to run it. That is why you see, like in the US, you have the franchise. Lakers is a franchise. Clippers is a franchise. All over in basketball, in American football, baseball, they have franchise. These franchise, people put money in those franchise. And they have a structure whereby I am the marketing director, whereby my job is to get money. And when I get money, how will we get this money at the end of the year? So we come up with strategies. So in our current arrangement, we don't have that. We don't have that structure. It's a structure that we need to create. And I'm happy because when I declared my chairmanship, a lot of people have come in, and some have even promised that they will put in money for up to 7 years if I'm in office. So what I know is people want to put their money where they trust someone.
Very true. Humphrey Mugendi, a chairman aspirant, or the president aspirant, presidential aspirant for the Kenya Basketball Federation. There needs to be change. Of course, we've seen, with due respect to the current chair, a very good friend of mine as well, also a very good supporter as stakeholder in basketball, of course has a history in basketball, but change, of course, things have changed. He needs assistance here and there. So definitely that's why we need young blood. We need people who've been there, tried and tested, and Humphrey Mugendi is one of them. I hope Humphrey Mugendi will get into a coalition. Najua kutoa kina Otula ni ngumu. Tutafuta coalition, building bridges coalition, tuweze of course to get this power and change, and of course for the better of you as a youth, so at least you can play basketball. I played basketball, but I couldn't continue with it because there was nothing I was going to get in it. Otherwise, I'll have continued until now. But even the coach will tell you that I was a very good basketballer. What were basketball, those who used to play me, no, I used to be hated because I used to do a lot of running.
Yeah.
This, of course, is the place where you get the real talk about real issues in sport. Now, this is the time I want to bring in our very favorite segment called Bet Corner. Now, Bet Corner, of course, gives you a chance of looking at games and predicting on your behalf and assisting you to predict games. So at least when you go do your betting, you know exactly what you need to put and where not to put. Now, this weekend, of course, we have the international break. Now, Spain and Switzerland are playing. And if you can look, of course, on your screen, the graphics, you can see clearly well the kind of odds I've given you. That's a game that will have goals. Brazil versus Bolivia. It's a game, definitely. Brazil will be expected to win it. Kenya versus Zambia is a game that will play this weekend. Now, Chipolopolo, of course, has a young team. Kenya, we have a very upcoming team. There will be goals in this. Look at, of course, how I put it. Belgium versus England, a good UEFA Nations League game. You can see what I put there, France versus Portugal. Those are the games, of course, we have selected for you. These games, by the way, look at them. You can make your own changes here and there, but critically, this is basically what Tony Kwalanda is asking you to do. Na ukianguka nikumbushe, nitakurudishia pesa zako. Thank you very much, of course, for watching this show. And Humphrey, thank you so much. We wish you the best, by the way.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Asante sana. That's, of course, where we end up for this particular week. Bye for now.